And we're back. Here I am, Fly Navarro. I'm here with my friend Luis on the Lady Shell. Luis, thanks for having us.
It's a pleasure.
And for those of you that don't know Luis, you've probably heard his story. Luis has the pending spearfish yellowfin world record at 481 pounds.
Yeah.
Luis, tell us about your story.
Well, everything started on a Sunday morning, December 23rd, 2018. I called my friend Daryl, my buddy diver. We met at the marina at about 8:30 or so. And we came to the area and we dropped in front of a fad after wahoos. Well, we had been in the water for about 35 minutes or so. We had already passed the fad and we didn't see any life in the fad. And all of a sudden, first one yellowfin tuna shows up and we were so excited. We're not expecting yellowfin tunas this time of the year, and exactly in this location. My friend Gabriel Pinto, my buddy diver that day, he went down and took a nice shot on that fish, but it wasn't a deadly shot. He asked me to give it a kill shot when the fish came back to 50 feet of water, 40 feet of water. So I went down, but the fish was really active, and I couldn't get a clean kill shot. But we were so excited, and I said, well, I was running out of air, and I said, I'm not coming up without securing this guy. So I speared him again, not deadly, but I slowed him down a little, came up to the surface, grabbed a spare gun I had loaded it and had it hanging from the flashers buoy, went down again and shoot him in the head and stoned the fish dead. We were, really happy. So I come up to the surface again, and when I come up, Alberto del Rio, he tells me he saw another tuna looking at crossing below the flashers, and that it was much bigger. He said it was about twice as big as the one we had already secured, which weighed 125 pounds.
So he's saying that there's a fish twice the size swimming around.
Yeah, exactly.
That almost sounds like a fish story.
Yeah. So I told him to swim to the boat, which was hanging nearby, and get a specific gun. Meanwhile, I was chumming the tuna, and he was eating, so he stayed. I can tell it's much bigger, but I never really expected it to be that big. The tuna, hold on, he go around the other tuna we still had hanging from the buoys, go around the flashers, eat, chum, and disappear into the blue again. So Alberto brought me the gun. I loaded it and I went down. I only had one rope and I had only a 12-liter low volume float on that rope holding the spear gun. Not the right rig to hit a fish that size. I said, I'm not waiting anymore. A good shot is the best rig there is. So I went down. I got a very good angle to shoot him, and I shoot him.
So the fish was swimming underneath you and you shot him from up going down?
Exactly,
Okay.
and a little bit sideways. Well, when I shot him, the fish stopped swimming, his inertia, and turned on its side. So I went up, I let the gun go, I take the little float, the 12-liter float, and I put the two floats together. So when and shortly after that, the reel was empty because he started swimming again, but slowly. And I get hold of the buoy and he starts pulling me. He pulled me for about 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
Yeah, only 15 minutes. That's not much for a fish that size. And then he stopped. And obviously when he stopped, I knew he was dead because it wasn't moving at all. It was just dead weight. I started then pulling the fish with the reel line. The sea was 3 to 4 feet that day, so I would just bend it and grab it firm with the waves. When the waves would take me up, I would then take some line 2-3 feet, do it again, wait for the crest of the wave, and that way I put it slowly back to the surface. It took me about 45 minutes to take it off.
45 minutes.
Yes, it was very slow.
Open ocean, 3 to 4 foot waves.
Yeah.
No idea how big it was, just that
No
it's...
idea how big it was. No idea if the rig would hold. But it did. Praying all the time. So I came up and I handed it to the crew in the boat. And when I saw the fish against the transom of the boat, it's when I say, oh my God, it's huge. It's really big. So from there on, it just, cheers, gratitude, satisfaction, and, a beautiful day. So we went back into the marina. I think Jersey was the first one that said, that's a world record. Even the Yellowfin tuna caught sport fishing. It was about 427 pounds.
That's exactly it.
And spear fishing was 357, 353, I don't recall. So he said, this is a world record. This is when we found out.
And then once you had it hanging and they called out that weight, what went through your mind?
It's a huge emotion. When you catch a fish like that, such an extraordinary fish, everything has to go right. First of all, you need to have a chance. See, we were not in a place where we were supposed to see yellowfin tuna. Well, not only did we see yellowfin tunas, we saw the biggest yellowfin ever that day and didn't expect it. So the emotion, the joy is the right word, was amazing. Amazing. It was a day I will never forget.
Excellent. Well, Luis, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you.